Alright, so we are solving word problems with systems. So we're going to go through this example together, and then you're going to have two problems on the back that were similar to what we were doing in class today. Okay, and then we'll go over more word problems next class. So, Sai is getting a new phone from Acme Phones and needs to choose one of two phone plans. The Common Caller plan charges 20 cents to make a phone call and 17 cents for each minute after that. The Long Talker plan charges 50 cents to make a phone call and 11 cents for each minute after that. So we have two equations going on here. We have one for the Common Caller and we have one for the Long Talker. Very creative names here, aren't those nice? Long Talker and Common Caller. Alright, so I'm going to color code this up for us. Alright, so Common Caller charges 20 cents to make a phone call. This is going to be, so if it says recursive, we're looking at our a sub n stuff. A sub n equals a sub n minus 1. 20 cents to make a phone call, that's our initial, what's happening right away, right when we pick up the phone, is that 20 cents, right? And then each minute after that, we're going to add 17 cents to the phone call. Okay, where our Long Talker, again, we've got a recursive formula, a sub n equals a sub n minus 1, and our a sub 0. So it charges 50 cents to make a phone call. That's our initial cost, and then 11 cents after that. Okay? Then you're really good at changing these into explicit. We've already done this a billion times, especially if we played Battleship, because it was awesome. So a sub n equals our slope, our common difference, what's changing each time, which is our 0.17, n plus, and it's already a sub 0, so it already is our initial. Boom, you done. In this guy, we've got a sub n equals a sub n minus 1. Oh, sorry, just kidding. Wow, no, it didn't even happen. Undo. I was still, like, in recursive mode. I was just kidding. Anyways, we have what we're going up by each time, our 0.11n, and then we're adding 50 cents to that. We have to pay that 50 cents that one time, that 0.11 over and over and over and over again. Okay? Moving on to part C. If Sai talks on the phone for 30 minutes, which plan should Sai use? So I'm just going to copy down our formulas so that we have them in front of our faces, so that we can figure out which one we think is the best. Okay, so this one was a sub n equals 0.11n plus 0.50. No, you don't have to put the 0 there just because it's money. I did 2 decimals. Okay, so we want to know talking on the phone for 30 minutes. So is that an input or an output? This is an input, right? Talking for 30 minutes is the input. How much it will cost is our output. So I want to know what a sub 30 is. Well, 0.17 times 30 plus 20 cents. That is going to give me $5.30. You guys don't even understand how hard life was. Ugh, you ain't got all these unlimited plans. You don't even understand. You don't even understand. Over here, talking for 30 minutes, and we're going to have to pay 11 cents for each minute. This was a real thing that used to happen, guys. Like, this was a real thing. Okay? And then when you multiply these two together and add 50 cents to it, you'll get $3.80. So this is definitely the better option. So you have to remember, what is your final answer? What are you actually answering? Is they want to know which plan. Well, they should choose the Long Talker, unless they just really like spending money. That's your actual final answer. Okay? This is the work that proves it. This is the actual final answer. Remember, we were emphasizing what should your final answer look like. Alright, next, after how many minutes of talking will the plans cost the same? So what does this mean? Well, we're talking about when do they hit the same number, right? Well, that's solving systems of equations. That's the whole point of solving a system of equation, is where are they the same? Where do they hit a point where they are equal? Okay? And we want to know how many minutes. We want to know the end value, right, our input. Well, since they're both already set equal to a sub n, you can just set them equal to each other. It's like substitution, right? So I've got 0.17n plus 0.20 equals 0.11n plus 0.50. You can solve that. That's just a good old normal equation. Do not let the decimals throw you off. You can subtract your 0.11n from both sides, and you can subtract your 20 cents to the other side, which will cancel something nicely here and here, giving you 0.06n equals 0.30. And when you divide both sides by 0.06, you will get the n equals 5. So again, what does this mean? This means that at 5 minutes, the plans are going to cost the same amount. The plans are going to cost the same amount. Because if I plug in 5 here, I'm going to get a certain output. Say 55, you're going to get $1.50. And if I plug in 5 here, I'm going to get $1.50. Okay? No matter what, at both points, you're going to get the same output. So it doesn't matter which plan I have if I'm talking for 5 minutes. So then the question becomes how long should Sai's phone calls be if he chooses the common caller plan? So you got to think through this. You've got 2 plans here. You've got a common caller plan, and you've got a long talker plan. At the beginning of this, at your a sub 0, this guy is 20 cents, and over here, your a sub 0 is 50 cents. So right away, at the beginning, this guy is cheaper, right? But at this point, after 5 minutes, they're going to swap places. So this guy's only cheaper if I talk between 0 and 5 minutes. Okay? That's the only time that it's cheaper, because after 5 minutes, this guy is going to be cheaper. And I can kind of draw it out for you a little bit also. You know, this is all graphically kind of stuff, right? So we know that our common caller starts at 0.20, and we know that we're increasing, right? Well, we also know that our long talker starts at 0.50 and is increasing. But do you see what happens here? They're going to cross each other at some point. So right here is when our common caller is cheaper. It's lower than the long talker, and then this guy switches and becomes the better deal. Okay? And this point right here is at 5 minutes. So our answer to this is that his call should be less than 5 minutes. Alright? Try the 2 problems on deck. See how they go. And make sure you write down any questions that you have. Make sure that you are messaging me through Canvas or emailing me or coming in the morning and talking to me if you have any questions on this stuff.